To my YouTube channel. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support in this platform. In today's video, we are actually going to have very interesting discussion. Please remember to watch a video from the beginning up the end so that you really enjoy these videos that actually will be coming directly to screen. Yes, today it's a very big day here in the country. Uganda is celebrating independence. We actually got independent in 1962. That is 9th October 1962. That is when Uganda actually was able to get independence from the British rule. This very date, 9th October 1962. Big up to all Ugandans. And yes, we continue celebrating for years and years and years to come. Much respect to all our good people here in Uganda. Big up to you all and much respect, and thank you so much, for all also turning up to always watch this, this platform. Thank you so much for your big support to this platform. Thank you a million times, as we're going to be in position to discuss a few things here in this video today. Yes, a lot is actually happening in the streets of YouTube, and actually that is what we are going to be in position to have in our discussion today. So please, as I've already said, please put a notification bell, subscribe if you have to subscribe, like the video so that it helps to promote the video to other people, so that when you're having a smile on your face, let other people also have a smile on their face. Yes, in this YouTube platform, we actually do reaction videos, and please don't miss out on any of these videos that actually will be coming directly to screen. Yes, let's start this video. David Jr. is one of those YouTubers who are actually trying all his best to ensure that he build a house for dancing grandma and their husband. And I can assure you, I've been asking myself a lot of questions whether Mwita actually knows what is going on, because I've been in position to observe quite a good period of time right now, and I really see that Mwita is a person who just keeps on following. The Mwita I'm talking about is actually the husband to dancing grandma, the husband to dancing grandma, whom David Jr. is actually trying all his best to ensure that he construct a house for these two couples. But to my surprise, Mwita didn't actually know whether this house is either for all of them or this house is for dancing grandma. Probably Mwita, I don't know in his brains how he has been thinking, all this time when they started the construction from the foundation up to lintel, now they're starting to roof the house. All that time, Mwita didn't actually know, or he was not sure whether this house is actually for both of them or this house is for dancing grandma. And you can imagine, for him, he was suggesting even to himself that for him, he will be sleeping in the old house. Meanwhile, the wife will be sleeping in the new house. He actually didn't know what was going on, with these issues of this construction. For me, I think maybe Mwita is not even believing what is happening. Maybe he's even doubting whether this house actually belongs to them or this house belongs to somebody. So today, I actually watched a video that made my day. that video actually made my day. When Mwita was actually politely asking whether that house they're building in their compound is actually their house, or that house only belongs to dancing grandma. But I think there is a lot of things that is going in the minds of Mwita, because Mwita has been talking about going to California, and I've been asking myself, Mwita want to go to California to do what? Maybe Mwita is tired of dancing grandma because of the instruction. The instruction after instruction. You know, that man is actually a slave in his own home. I don't know whether it's actually right what is actually happening. I'm not, you know, I'm not here to judge, but it is actually very, very terrible, because in an African kind of setting, a man is the one who gives instruction, and not the wife. And now what is happening to Mwita, it is actually the wife. It's the opposite. The wife is the one who gives instruction, and Mwita is the one who follows. Now, what I don't know, if Mwita fails to follow those instructions, what now happened? You know, what happened? Do they refuse to give him food? Do they refuse to give him something? It is not actually what I'm not understanding, because this is actually a very, very humble person who will follow any instruction. You know, any instruction. So, Mwita actually did good to ask that question, that whether that house belongs to all of them, or that house belongs to grandma alone. But also, there should be a discussion that these two of them were able to have amongst themselves. You want to tell me that these people have never had any conversation between the two of them about this building that David Jr. is constructing for them? Is that really possible? That they have never had any conversation about this building? You know? There's a lot of question that I think has been running in the minds of Mwita. A lot of questions. You know? Because sometimes you really see Mwita like he's sad, like he's happy. So, let's first of all watch this clip. And then when I come back, we shall continue with this video very, very strongly. Please watch the video from the beginning up to the end, because more drama is actually coming up in this video. Please, if you have not yet subscribed also to this platform, please subscribe. Actually, also let me take this opportunity to welcome our new subscribers to this platform. And thank you so much for joining. It's a blessing to see, to have you here in this platform. And thank you so much, and thank you a million times. We are actually growing. We are now in 6,700 subscribers. It's a blessing, and thank you so much for actually being here, and much respect to all of you for actually ensuring that this platform is growing very, very strongly. Big up to you always. Let's watch this clip, and then when I come back, we continue with this video very, very strongly.
I'm trying to tell them, among all these people,
hii nyumba tumejengewa mimi na huyu ama ni ya huyu?
Ni vizuri. Ni vizuri umeuliza hapa kila. Yeah. That's a good question. Okay guys, I hold my all like this. I love that. Okay guys, as we were conversing here, Mwita just raised a serious question. He just asked me in Swahili. Rudia Mwita kitu yenye umeuliza.
Nyumba amejengewa, mama tumejengewa wote na watu. Na hao masapons.
Mwita, he just asked, this house that we are building for grandma, is it for grandma alone, or is it both of them? Umeuliza nyumba ni ya mama peke yake, ama nyumba ni yenu wawili? unaomba ujibiwe kwa hii kamera ujue.
Ndio.
It's good. Yeah. Ndio pia kila mtu ajue ulimwenguni mzima wanaotazama. Okay guys. My answer is very simple because Mwita just asked, is it this house belongs to grandma alone or the house belongs to both of them? Mwita, hili ndio jibu langu na kujibu. Hii nyumba imejengewa ni yenu wawili.
Jamani.
Umesikia Mwita? Hata kila mtu anaona video ndio hii inamulikwa ulimwenguni mzima, inaona, inatazama, hata mbingu inatazama kutoka
juu na chini.
Narudia Mwita, hii nyumba ni yenu wawili.
Jamani,
ya upendo, muishi hapa mpaka mzeeke hapa kwa amani. Mungu atawasaidia kwenda mbele. What I just told them, guys, this house belongs to them, and this is where they will stay till their ripe ages. So God be with them. I love the fact that Mwita just asked that question, because how things are faring on here is kind of a tricky situation. Even when I'll hand over the house, I have to involve the authorities, because you can literally see on my videos, Mwita has no say at all in this home. Yeah, thank you Mwita for asking that, because because it's raising an alarm. Yeah, even
I don't know whether in your communities, I don't know whether in your communities such people are actually there, So please, if such people are actually in your community, let me know whether such men are actually there. Because this one is actually very, very unique for me. Very, very unique. Now, the man is the one controlling everything. It's just this guy can even become a child. He can just wake up one day and become just a child. He follows instruction without changing anything. Very, very humble. Me, I don't think the money that they have been giving him is actually having that money. Because they can even give him money, off camera or when the wife is not seeing. But when he goes back home and the wife threatens him, but have they not given you anything? You'll just pull out and say, it is here. The money is here. They gave it to me. It is here. So, people like Mwita really do exist in this world. So if at all you have such people in your community, please allow us to know, because this is it's alarming. You can obey without any questioning. You can follow from A to Z without changing anything. You can imagine they are giving you instruction, all those instructions. Now he started doubting himself whether he actually also part of that house or he's actually not part of the house. But David, actually, Mitra did good to ask that question. Because the way you see dancing grandma is not easy. Dancing grandma is not easy. Because I have been following the videos of David Jr. now for quite some time. Actually, from the day he started the construction of the dancing grandma, I'm still following very, very closely. But the behavior of dancing grandma is, she has a character of ruling or dictating. She can dictate on you until your brains open. No wonder Mwita used to work in Tanzania for like 4 to 5 months without pay. And he could, keep on going. But it's also very, very possible that those people where Mwita was working were just only using him. Because I think he's a kind of a person who can never say no. You know? He's a kind of a person who will never say no. Everything will always be a yes. Yes, sir. Yes, boss. Yes. And that is now why also the wife has taken that as a weakness and now giving him instruction everywhere. And I really don't know. If you have such people in your community, allow me to know, because Mita is so unique in his kind of doing things. Very, very unique. But such a person, if he is to be annoyed, his temper might not be good. Because he can get annoyed probably once and that will be it. But now the way I see how Dancing Grab, handle Muita, there is nothing that Muita can do apart from accepting the instruction. You can imagine after taking tea, he goes to cut navy grass. After cutting navy grass, he goes and put water for mingling. Also digging is there. I really see it very, very challenging. And Muita really did good to raise that question about that house. Whether that house actually belongs to the wife or it belongs to all of them. And David Jr. made it very, very clear that the house belongs to them. And it's also good that David Jr. also realized that when he used to go to that house, the new house, and on the issue of the rooms, he could say, this room is for grandma, and he would mention only grandma, and he's not mentioning Muita. So probably that is where Muita was actually getting confused. That either this house is now, it is for grandma, dancing grandma, and for him is out of it. But I believe now that all this is clear. It is actually going to give Muita the energy, to see this building as a blessing, to see this construction as a blessing to the home and not as something that is going to actually cause problems. It is actually very, very now clear. And David Jr. actually also said that the day he is going to hand over the house, he will call people of authority and hand over the house when they are actually also witnessing, so that there shouldn't be any confusion about the ownership of the house. The house belongs to all of them, and they need actually to stick to each other until they leave this world. So David Jr. was actually very, very clear on that. I hope Dancing Grandma will follow the instructions. Because you can just wake up and disobey, like, no, this is my house, and for you, the other old house is yours. Go and sleep with the chickens. Go and sleep there and you keep the chickens. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that Muita will obey that. He will go and sleep with the chickens and keeping the cow. Muita, the truth is, Muita is suffering, but maybe he doesn't know. And maybe he's looking for an escape route. Because, as I've already said, that he always emphasizes going to California. Maybe he's looking for escape route, but there is no way. Dancing Grandma will ask him a question. Now you want to go there to do what? Even if she had, from one of the video, she was saying that fashion is free. Muita can even bring a white lady. I don't know. I don't know whether that lady will be ready for Dancing Grandma to control her the way. Why the men are suffering in silence. Some men are actually suffering in silence. The way Muita is suffering. And now, we might be raising these issues and the man is not complaining. He's okay with it. What he's going through is actually okay with it. But to me, it's really so weird. It's actually very, very weird. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. You know, in this community, now we have three types of women, you know, of grands, you know, grandparents. We have dancing grandma. We have the other one is also there. So now you can now see how this community is actually being graded. They have types of grandparents, you know, in the community. Those ones that like dancing and giving instruction. Those ones that unruly, they like fighting, they like doing only funny things. And also we have a humble one who is always, you know, very happy and, you know, all these kind of things. Let's first of all watch this clip, and then when we come back, we continue with this video actually very, very strongly. Please, if you have not yet subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's first of all watch this clip, and then when I come back, we continue very, very strongly.
To be precise, because here in the village you have 3 different grandmas: dancing grandma, quiet grandma, and
The one. Maybe you call her a fighter. Fighter grandma.
you say?
A fighter. It's fighting people.
Okay guys, you've heard by yourself. Other grandma, she was slashed by her own mother on the face. What a sad situation. Ah? Ay. Umekuja kuona nani? Ah? Ulikuwa unataka aje? I'm asking her, what does she want? It's as simple as that. Ay, tuambie ulikuwa unataka aje? So we have a mother there. She just pulled up with a baby. I don't know what she wants. I am just trying to ask her, how can I help her? Leo ni leo Mwita.
Unachokitaka ukipate.
Now Mwita is saying, look guys, look, Mwita decided to go down. Look, Mwita decided to go down.
Mungu awabariki waongeze.
Oh my God, Mwita is very grateful. He's saying, bless you all. You see how even he went down to kneel down? Look guys. Oh my chai. Shika hii chai. Hawezi kataa, si amechukua. Now, okay guys. I want to be categorical clear, because it's something that I feel like it's rising up in this village. Because right now people are pulling left, right, center, coming with their babies on their backs for sympathy.
Yes, so you have actually watched that clip, and we have 3 types of grandma. That is dancing grandma, silent grandma, and the fighter. The lady that you have been in position to see in that video that David Jr. was saying, she was slashed by the mother. That is now the fighter grandma. She does not actually give a damn. No, when you try to bring you know, she will show you. She can bite you. She can just give you a slash. She can, you know, probably also fight. You know, she is a very, very rough grandma in the community. And now a lot of people are actually developing a lot of fear towards that fighter grandma. She's actually very, very terrible, and she's giving her grandson a very, very hard time, which is actually not right. You know, not right, because she would be actually the person who would be now treating the grandson with a lot of happiness, a lot of good things, a lot of, you know, because I think that is the only grandson that is staying with her at the moment. You know, that's the only grandson. And it would be a blessing really for her, you know, to actually, to love this boy with all her heart, because it is natural. It's really, really natural. So a lot of women are now starting to flock in this construction of David Jr. Carrying children here and there. And it is actually now good that David Jr. has come to realize and notice this. Because some of these individuals, they might be needing help, but the majority might not be in position to need. And also, the biggest problem is that a lot of these individuals who are coming, they are still having a lot of energy. A lot of energy. You see, when you start feeding people, they will stop work. They will actually stop work. Instead of them going to their gardens, they will actually now know that if I go to David Jr. in that construction site, I will get the help, which is actually not, again, good. Though some of our people actually need help. It is actually very true. Some of our good people actually need help, I watch a comment from Asman. Asman watched one of my videos and he commented. I even didn't know that he watches this platform. So I Asman, this confused individual who came from the USA to the village of Nyabohansi, and he started having a lot of problems with the people in that community. He commented that I should change my mindset about Africa, that Africans are not poor. Africans are rich. Some of the things are really laughable. Some of the things are actually laughable. Yes, it is true. Africans are rich. We are rich maybe with the soil. We are rich with the minerals that are underground. We have a lot of minerals here in Africa. A lot of minerals are underground. But they are not out. So you cannot tell me that you are rich when you cannot even get that mineral from the ground there. So you are rich by walking around. Sometimes let us be real. So Asmani won't tell us that there is actually no poverty here in Africa. When you look at the village of Nyabohansi, me in my own village, homes with iron sheets are countable. They're countable. Of course, somebody will say, Africans are rich, but it is poverty of the mind. So if you have poverty of the mind and you are stepping on the mineral that you don't have gadgets to remove, are you rich or are you poor? Sometimes let us stop deceiving ourselves. Yes, people always say Africans are rich, we are rich. Okay, we are rich. Show me the riches. You show me the riches. When you talk about cities, yes, you will see people are driving expensive cars, but you go deep inside the villages there. Go deep inside the village. People like Asuman, you stop deceiving people that Africans are rich, Africans are what? In the villages, somebody cannot even afford a meal. Somebody cannot afford a meal deep in the villages there. You live alone here in the cities. Go deep in the villages. And that is when you will see. If people are still suffering with jiggers and you're telling me people are rich, are you okay in your head? No wonder he came to the village of Nyabohansi here and he was beaten like a rat. That has money there. He was beaten like a rat. That you change the mindset. Change your mindset about Africans. Okay, there are those ones who are rich. Very true. There are those ones who are rich. But there are also people who are actually poor. And the majority is poor. 70% is poor. and only 30% are rich. So, the thing of deceiving people that we are rich, you know, you are talking because you are the one who have it. You don't have. But I wish you who is talking like that, you would be, if you would be in the shoes of some of those people. That is when you learn. You know, as man who cannot even go to his own country, he bypassed his own country and he came to Kenya here. Eh? And after Kenya, he went back to America. And then you are saying, change your mindset about Africans. Eh? Africans are rich. When you visited the village of Nyabohansi, tell us the truth. What did you see? You know? What did you see? All people are rich. People are doing well. People are selling land, but what is the value of that land? You know? In the US, probably, if you are selling a land, it's a lot of amount, a lot of money. But here, even 500 US dollars, you can get an acre of land in some areas, in the villages. 500 US dollars you can get. Though now things are changing. Then you are telling me such a person is rich. You know? People like us, man, you stop confusing people. Tell people the truth. Tell people the truth. Don't lie. Me in my village, iron sheets accountable. And they are telling me people are rich. Are you mad? Are you mad? Africans are rich. Africans are rich. Okay. We are rich when others are sleeping hungry. You know? When you have, does not mean that other people do have. You know? I have just said in my own village, iron sheets accountable. You know? And these are not real permanent houses we are talking about. Permanent houses, they are actually, I don't know even how many. Might not even reach 10. You know? Not even 10, even 5. In a hollow village. And then as man is saying, people are rich, Africans are rich. You went to school, but you just went to see the blackboards. But here, it's not working. You know? And a lot of our people are not educated. A lot of them are not educated. Somebody cannot even spend $1 in a day. And then somebody like Asumani is coming out, you know. Africans are rich. Okay, if they are rich, why are you in the US? You come back to your own country and we shall see. Why did you go there? If your country, why did you leave your own country and you went back, you went to the US? You come and now be here. Be with your own people and we shall see. Why did you take off from your own country and went to the USA? You know? If good people are willing to help our people here, let them do it. Like the way David Jr. is doing. You know? You tell me, you have seen where those of grandma, dancing grandma, they were sleeping. You have seen that house. You know? Most of African settings, they even don't put those type of iron. If you find the areas where people are now putting those iron sheets, the iron sheets on those muddy houses. Now, those are areas whereby grass such, the grass, the spear grass and the whatever type of grasses, they have disappeared. And the only solution is now for you to build and you put that type of iron sheets. You know? Yes, it's the truth. But you find individuals like Asumani coming out, Africans are rich. you know, there is somebody talking and you have not even gone deep inside in the villages. There are some villages, even just getting a road to pass is a problem. A vehicle cannot pass Even a motorcycle cannot pass. It is just only walking. You know, you can only walk, especially towards lake shores, lakes areas. You know, in the lake areas, kind of. To get a clear road pathway in those areas is actually difficult. Then you find individuals like Asumani saying, you stop deceiving people. Yes, there are individuals who are actually very rich here. Very, very rich. You know? And there are also those ones who are extremely poor. Yes. Of course, I know individuals who are in the villages, they will grow. Now, you live this village of Nyabohansi right now. That village of Nyabohansi, it has upgraded itself to a certain level that it is going to be very, very hard for a lot of villages, you know, villages in that area to cope up with that, you know, with that level of development. You know, it's going to be very, very hard. That village, the way you see it right now, that setting of, you know, right now, those guys have, you know, at least they have something. That villages, you don't even see anything, you know. Then you see people like Asmani coming out making a lot of noise. Because for him, he's in the USA. Even when he was in the village there, he was moving around. Did he really go even deep inside the villages there? He stopped deceiving people when you're just stopping in trading centers, you're moving. Have you moved in the deep inside the villages? My friend, you stop deceiving people. Though these days, for example, in my country right now, the government is actually trying, you know, to give some facilities, like to give some little amount of money for people to try to, you know, to develop, you know, to maybe you get some cattle, you know. Now, but you will find a very Aolo village is being given, you know, little amount of money. You know, that cannot even change their life, but they're trying. We agree they're trying. But it's still there is a problem. There's a challenge. You know, also roads these days, they're opening roads. You know, but those days, you know, if a vehicle passes, if somebody is taking construction materials, now that vehicle will be the one now to open the road. You know, and maybe the villagers can gather, you know, and they say, let us clear, today we are going to clear the roads. And if you don't go and participate in clearing the road, they'll go and grab the chicken from your home. They'll go and grab your saucepan. They're going to grab your maybe anything they can get, you know, because for you have refused to go and work with the people to see that there is a change. Like in my community, if you don't go, that's what they do for you. That is those days. But these days, at least the government have opened some roads. You can now link. For those also have been following my videos, when I actually go up to the village, you know, you can now move. You know, you can move without no problem. Actually, even these days vehicles are moving. You know, so at least there is improvement. Not like maybe like 15 years ago. 15 years ago, there was still a very, very big challenge. But of course, there is now change, there is development that is actually happening, and we appreciate the government for trying actually to open more roads. But that does not mean the welfare of our people is good. That's a lie. There are people who are only eating greens. You eat greens from Monday to Monday. You know, some people are just drinking it. They don't have, you know, the portion or the rice to, you know, to eat with it. Of course, some of them also it's because of maybe laziness, but also there are those ones who don't have actually land to cultivate. And the only thing they rely on is to go and dig in people's gardens, you know, to sustain themselves. So now you tell me, a person who is going to dig in somebody's garden, how is that person going to be in position to build a house like the one David Jr. is constructing? Constructing that house takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money. You know, if like some of us who are also trying, you know, it has taken me like 5 years. I've not yet completed my house in the village. What about that person who is in the village there? Who is not working, who is not doing anything? You know, what do you really expect? So actually, it is not right, you know. It is not right to deceive people. Let's learn to speak the truth. Of course, I know some individuals are actually ashamed to mention these things. You know, some people are just ashamed. They want to try to cover up. But it is in the open that actually people are suffering. You know? Now, if you want to know that people are actually poor, during the period of COVID, some people completely lack food. The government was the one trying to distribute food. In my country, the government tried to distribute food for people. Otherwise, if it was not because of that, some people were going to die. In the cities, where even, you know, some people who have at least something. You know, in the villages, COVID did not affect the villages here in my country so much. Did not. Because people in the villages, people could actually still move in the villages. You know? But in the cities, you are staying in one place, no moving. You know? You don't even have a thing. Because most of the work our people do here, the majority of what people do is hand to mouth. You go and work today, you eat it today. It is 100, almost 80% of people in the cities. You go and work today, eat it today. Then people like Asman is coming out that no, people are not broke. People, don't be ashamed of your people. Why should you be ashamed of speaking the truth that actually people are not well? And it is the truth. Why do you want to hide it? You know? Why do you want to hide it? Yes, there are people who are rich and there are people who are actually very poor. And those ones who are rich, the percentage is little, maybe like 30% or 20%. What about now this one that Asman is ignoring? The 70% that Asman is ignoring. That you change your mindset, change your... Me, I rather speak for the truth than deceiving people. Because actually people need help. You find in an extended family, you are only one person who is somewhere, and all people are looking at you. All people are looking at you. If somebody is sick in the village, they are calling you. If somebody wants just a book in the village, no, so and so wants a book. And then people like Asmani is saying, people, I know people are rich just because you are stupid. No? The truth is, people always don't want to speak the truth. If you have, you have. But the majority of our people is... It is evidenced in some of the videos. You see how people are going to David Jr. right now. How people are flocking there. You know? You look at the family of the Murimi and the rest. You look at the Anestos and whatever. You look at their family. People are struggling. You really see somebody only wakes up with alcohol in the morning because he does not think beyond that. You know? So now we have the poverty of their minds. But actually people are trying to take children to school so that we try to change this narrative. You know? We try to change the narrative. And all will be well. All will be well. We are trying our best. People are not sitting. You know? People are not sitting. People are trying actually to ensure that all changes. You know? Yes, but we appreciate our good people who are actually trying to help us each and every day. You know, that little help that you give us, we also make it move to another person. You know? And that is how the change goes. You know? But people like Ismani who is want to deceive, he cannot even go to his own village. I wish he had gone to his own village. Now, you watch, you know, the video of this lady from where? You know, this one who used to, Joyce Diary. You know? Now, when you look at where Joyce Diary is now staying, that place was like a bush, just a bush. No clinic, no water, no everything. And people are saying, Africans are rich. Yet we are rich, we have the soil, minerals are down there, even we don't know that they are there. And until somebody comes out and says, hey, you people, you actually have gold. You know, in one of the places here in my country, people were actually using, you know, that area is full of gold. So when people dig the pit latrine, they get the gold, and they use it to smear their houses. You know, they use it to smear their houses. That soil from the pit latrine, it is nice. When you put it in the muddy house, the muddy house will keep on shining. And they didn't know that actually it is gold. You know, the soil contained the gold, until, you know, now the government come up and said, you know, they even told people that in this area we want to relocate people from this area. We want to put a barracks, and yet the place is having gold. Are you see? So it is true we are rich, but we even don't know that we have the minerals, because we don't have the capacity to detect them, until when the government comes in and say, now this area, like in my area, people actually even didn't know that there is oil. They discover recently that oil is actually passing underground. No, oil is passing underground, and people are just there on top of oil. You know, so the riches are there, but do we have it? Do we, you know, are our people okay? You know, are they getting the oil now to start? No. So it is a challenge. So please, you stop saying that people are rich, people what? Yes, the minerals are there, but maybe also the government does not have first but the capacity to get it out. You know? So as man, sometimes you need to learn how to talk straightly. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You know? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. People are suffering here, and you're very busy opening your mouth like you don't reason. No wonder they beat you like a rat in that community, because you're just mad. You're just mad. Please, if you're in this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. My discussion is not to hurt anybody. Me, I've just given my opinion like any other person. Because the category of as man will come and say, now David, me, I've said it the way I've said it. Me, I grew up in the village, and I know what happens there. And I'm always going there. You know, and I know that our people are suffering. Yes, me, I've said it the way it is. Those ones who hate it, they will hate it. Those who but it is the truth. Eh? You find a family, a man is having one trouser, one shirt. Now, and you tell me that person is rich. One shirt, one trouser. The wife is having one dress, or maybe two dresses. The child is having a short, no shirt. Now, and they are telling me that they are rich. They are rich. Africans are rich. Are you mad? When they are distributing the clothes at the travel commander's place, didn't you see how people flocked there? Hey, my friend. Somebody is having one trouser, one shirt, and maybe one trouser, one shirt, another one trouser, one shirt for going to church. Then the other one for staying at home. And then you say they are rich. Are you okay in your head? Are you mad? People are going to the market to buy old clothes. Clothes that have been put on by people in USA, UK, where people, those are the clothes we are putting. Now you look at this t-shirt is even less than maybe even $1. Actually, it's like $1. This t-shirt is like $1. These are the clothes we are surviving on. It might look good, yes. But you go and try to select the best in the market for $1. But I can put on it and then I come and open my mouth here. You'll not like it. Yeah, but that is life. It continues. Life continues like that. So, my friend, you stop deceiving people. Speak the truth. Don't be ashamed of your own people. Don't. Why should you be ashamed of your own people? Yes, people, YouTubers now, people are dressing well. I wish you could look at their videos from the beginning. Some of those individuals now, they are looking even good. I wish you guys could go and see their videos. Old videos. Go and watch the video of the demon. The first video of the demons. And you will see how people were looking. Let me tell you, the truth is the travel commanders help a lot of people. YouTube is changing life, by the way. You coming every day watching our videos, you are changing life. Probably you don't know even. Maybe even you think you're doing nothing in helping us. You're playing a very, very big role. And me, I appreciate it. No, I really appreciate it. And let's learn to speak the truth. And for me, that's what I stand for. Those who will hate me, they will hate me. But, you know, yes, Africans are rich, but we don't have it on our hands. They're there on the ground. Gold is there on the ground. Minerals are there. You know, oil is on the ground. In my country, they were drilling oil. We have not yet even got it up to now. The oil is not yet out. It's not yet out. We are still buying oil, you know, petrol, diesel, everything. We are just buying. And when Kenya is having riots, Uganda suffers because we are lying with the ports of Kenya. So when Kenya is having a lot of confusion, Uganda is having a problem. You know? You see? Of course, some individuals, they will hate me about this. David, you are spoiling. What am I spoiling? I'm telling the truth. People are not well, including me myself also. Thank you so much, my good people, for always turning up to watch my videos. And I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. A very special greetings to all of you, you know, who have turned up to watch this video. I really do appreciate. And actually, today we are having independence. You know, Ugandan independence is actually today. And big up to all of you. Thank you so much for actually turning up to watch this video. And thank you a million times. Thank you so much, you know. And a very special greetings to all of you watching me from the US, UK, Canada, and all of you from Africa. Thank you so much. A very special greetings to all my moderators. Yes, let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. Blessing upon blessings.